Yes, girl, slay.
Only shooting stars break the mold.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Brawl Stars. I'm Amy the Amazonian, and today I'm playing Massacre Girl, known killer. And she's killing creatures left and right by giving all of our creatures Wither, which means that damage is dealt in the form of -1/-1 counters. And that's, by the way, not just combat damage, it's any damage dealt. This deck is running a lot of really good creatures in black, because if our opponent wants to block, their creatures might not die right away, but they will be getting -X/-X, which is also fantastic because it gets around indestructible. A creature can't exist if it has 0 or less toughness. Also, if a creature dies with 0 or less toughness, Massacre Girl will draw us a card, which is great with all of the other massacres in Arena, talking about Meat Hook massacres, massacre worms. There's a whole bunch of massacres out there, including the original Massacre Girl for more of the spark. What does she like to do? She likes to kill with some -X/-X. And because this Wither is doing -1/-1 counters, we also have a tiny bit of Proliferate off Staff of Completion, and of course our good friend Yawgmoth, Grand Position, also puts -1/-1 counters on things. And if you're doing -1/-1 counters, you gotta get yourself some bugs with the Nest of Scarabs. This is a really great way to kind of keep the engine going, because you can keep attacking in with these beetles. Your opponent might not want to block. And speaking of not wanting to block, Gix can also draw us cards, because we have a lot of cards in here that have menace and are generally just a menace to deal with. I found that I was running into a lot of decks that were not running many creatures. So if you're wondering, why is this deck so packed full of Planeswalker removal, it's because I kept hitting Planeswalkers, and you probably will too. It's a mono black deck, which means that it has a lot of really powerful cards. Access to things like the One Ring in combination with Shouldered the Apocalypse means that you're going to be a pretty tricky opponent to deal with. Also, just in general, black has so many good cards in Arena, and some of them have even been nerfed, like Orcish Bowmasters, which is still great in this deck, because if your opponent does try to draw another card, you deal 1 damage in the form of -1/-1 counters, and you get yourself that Orc, which can also get some -1/-1 counters by blocking. I find that this Massacre Girl is a pretty strong commander. She comes out on turn 3 if you get some of that good turn 2 ramp, and she can do a lot of really good work. So we're going to take her into the queue, and we're going to slay, girl. Zimone and Dina. Oh, I've played against this person before. I'm pretty sure this is one of those Zimone and Dina decks that's not very Zimone or Dina-y. This is an okay hand. It's a little slow, but I'm willing to pay some life at this if near Deadlands to attack their hand. And maybe even draw a Swamp. I also have a Dark Ritual, so that will speed things up. Show me your secrets, Azusa, Kami of Bamboo Groves. Okay, Rusko, Tamia. So this is a Zimone and Dina deck that is just trying to get to Emergent Ultimatum. I've run into them before. Many, many times. Okay, so looking at what they would be playing next turn, I'm going to get down Gix just to draw some more cards. It's not the most, like, impactful Dark Ritual, but I think it will be a helpful one. It's a Sultai Good Stuff deck, yes. It's not really built around Zimone and Dina's abilities, which are this draw to make your opponent lose life, get these extra draws in, kind of a growth spiral. It's just not built around that. I kind of like a Plunder from Down Under or a Cold Steel Heart. Aiming black. Yeah, get him, Gix. Yeah, they don't have a second green for this Forceful Cultivator. They can play Azusa, see if they have any extra lands in hand. Looks like they did. An Ice Tunnel and Windswept Heath. Oh, so they did have extra mana colors. Having a Triome. I'm going to Undercity Plunder them right now. If they are interested in discarding 2 cards, before that Tamiyo comes down and prevents any and all discard. Let me steal. Come on, give me your cards. Give me your cards! They did not give me their cards. I guess I could have used the Virtue on her, too. I'm saving it for Rusco, though, because I hate this old man. As we all should. I hate him so much that I want to exile him from the graveyard so he has no chance of existing. Be gone, old man! He left his clock behind, though, as an heirloom. Will they now top deck an ultimatum? They don't quite have the mana to play it yet. They need a land first. Hi, Simone and Dina. And a Nissa for some landfall. Yeah, I don't need Gix anymore. Eat the Zuza. The reason I'm not going for the Tameo there, by the way, is because Thought Distortion will exile it from the graveyard. Yes, make Simone and Dina into baby. Oh my god, look, she's so tiny. It's the baby Simone and Dina. Just kill the Nissa. Is it Ultimatum in their hand? No, it's Spelunking. This will draw them a card and make it so their lands come in untapped. So that actually is a good card for a regular Simone and Dina build. Here, look at that mana. Ah, you got an Oracle of Moldiah out of Nissa. Nice. That'll let them play additional lands each turn, and it'll let them play lands off the top of their deck. For a little bit more landfall, Tireless Provisioner is great. Bing bong. I do want to see what's in their hand. What's that last card? That last card. By the way, I just added this into this deck after I was like, you know, Deep Cavern Bat just kind of makes me feel good. It does make me feel good. A good card. Who are we attacking in with? Everybody! Everyone's a winner! When we're playing with these cutie patooties. Okay, going to trade with Nissa since they have like a better Nissa up here. Maybe sacrifice her so we don't get to draw a card. I think that's very fair. Nice, they got a Baleful Mastery. I'm gonna use Castle Locktwain to try and draw a card here. Ooh, we got Sheoldred's Edict. They're thinking like, oh, I want to get rid of. First things first, lands. And then more lands. And then more lands. What's that? Oh, Villainous Wealth! Oh yeah, that's a card in Arena now. That's like I forgot that they added that in for some Sultai crime. It is a fun card. Baleful Mastery on Massacre Girl. Would you care to double block? Exactly 2 life, huh? You know, we could use this or this to kill them. Let's invoke some despair. I feel like this is a classier way to kill someone than a Sheoldred. They'll die because they don't have a planeswalker to sacrifice. Perfect! GG! Voya, Jaws of the Conclave. This is one of the best commanders from Karlov Manor. It's a wolves and elves commander that is really aggressive, putting counters and drawing cards. Turn 1, we're gonna take a look at that hand, and we're gonna see if they got any early ramp, and we're gonna say, no, get it out of here. So there's some early ramp, there's some middle ramp, there's some big ramp. Gallerators doesn't actually do anything on its own, though. So I think what I'm going to do is hit the Tireless Provisioner, hoping to use Liliana to kill the Galagreeters just the turn after. Because it needs another creature to enter the battlefield to get anything. Liliana of the Veil. Take out this elf. They're saying, nice. Thanks.
Off you go.
Pelt Collector. And a Delighted Halfling. Aw, they're so cute. Just gonna go for Massacre Girl. I'm thinking like, oh god, if I use Black Market Connections here, maybe I can get this out of. No, I don't think that's the right move. Oh, it's a tapped land. Okay, I'll move her back. Bye, Liliana.
Fine. I'll take my zombies and leave.
Cruelty-o, Gix. We already know what's in their hand. We're gonna take that Jet Mirror and we're gonna toss it in the trash. And unless I draw a land here, I'm just going to tutor for a land. Guess who didn't get a land, y'all? It was me. So we're gonna grab a land. Oh, worm. Allosaurus Shepherd, that's an elf, so this will get a +1/+1 counter. Draw them a card, this will get one too. And we will block. Go for the trade. Next turn. Guess who's back? Back again. It's a worm. Tell your friends. And we won! It was a massacre, but like in the good way. Nissa Resurgent Animus. This is a landfall Nissa that gets you an elf or an elemental if you manage to get 2 landfalls in 1 turn. I want to try and cut them off from some turn 1 ramp, so we're going first. Hit them with the Acquisition of Kozilek and drop the Delighted Halfling. They sure do have some things they can ramp up to, though. They have this 7 mana Planeswalker Nissa. It's pretty scary. Actually, we've got a Monspec. I'm just going to drop down the Blood Artist, though, because they're kind of far away from those right now. Somebody in my chat called her Massacre Girl Clown Killer. I think it was a typo, but it was a very powerful typo. Ooh, they Virtue of Strength to bring back the Delighted Halfling. I feel like I could kill it, but I kind of want to save my murder for the Nissa. I'll kill it anyway. Alright, let's grab the... This can bring things back from graveyard. Yeah, it can. Let's hit the Nissa. Big Nissa. and killed the Delighted Halfling, so they would have to play land before this Nissa, so they can't get an Elf or Elemental. I will attack for 0, because it makes me feel good. Clown is a creature type. Yes, I want to say that Clown was from the... was it Infinity set? They had clowns? Yes. There were clowns in Infinity. They could make her a human clown assassin. Huh. Why didn't they play their commander? I guess they want to protect her from any, like, removal on my turn. So they'd be able to immediately get the 2 triggers off her. Roiling Regrowth. They also had a nice option for ramp here. This will get them 2 more lands at the cost of 1. Some nice green ramp. This Delighted Halfling is having a terrible day. She died. She got eaten by a werewolf. She died. Got eaten by a werewolf. Actually, she got, like, dug up from the grave by a werewolf, and then her bones got consumed. Real ghoul hours. Alright, let's see what Elf or Elemental Nissa finds. It's gonna be... Reclamation Sage! I will be mindful, then, of playing the Virtue of Persistence, knowing that they could destroy it. They still have 4 mana here, so they could go for, like, X equals 2 on Invasion of Ikoria, or they could just sit here and chill. I am not getting lands. Nighttime! Nissa gets herself an extra bit of mana. They have 7 if they wanted to play Virtue of Strength or do a big tutor on the Invasion of Ikoria. X equals 4. Oracle of Moldiah. They're getting Oracle of Moldiah. How's the beautiful and lovely Scraps doing? She is sleeping on the recliner in our, like, living room, dining room area. It's very cute. She's been sleeping there all day. This turns into a giant dinosaur. Ooh, Toski, huh? I love that you played a Toski. Because if Toski blockskis against a Massacre Girl, Toski just dies. I thought they were going to get Oracle of Moldiah. He has to attack. And it doesn't matter if he gets doubled. A 2-2 does not win against a 4-4. That's okay. They'll learn the hard way about what's about to happen. Toski attacks. He has to attack. And Wither is the winner. Because you can't exist if you have 0 power or if you have 0 toughness. GG. The first sliver! But is it the first sliver? The first and only sliver? We'll just have to play against them and find out. I also kept this hand because it does have a Dark Ritual. And I would like to play my commander early. Hello, yes. What are you mulliganing for? I guess I'll have to look and find out, huh? Step 1. Show me the things in your hand. You know, everything else is a land or a creature. It could be actually a first sliver deck. Imagine our opponent was actually playing the first sliver. I'm just gonna get Massacre Girl out as like an early beater. It could be slivers. It really could be. I'm paying attention. I'm looking. I'm watching. Please be slivers. We pray. We hope. They didn't shock this in. Didn't play a sliver. 3 mana. Paradise Druid. We'll scooch it out of the way, I guess. Try and make sure they're not playing this next turn. Well, there's not that many slivers that generate mana, okay? Like, I would play Paradise Druid in my first sliver deck, too. It still could be! Mm-hmm. Okay, tap land. I know, it's like I'm gonna try and get one here.
Drop it.
Discard a sliver. Land. Okay. I'm not huffing copium. I'm not. It could be a first sliver. Could be. Gonna make a Liliana? I would make a Liliana. Artifact to Liliana. Bye, Yoggles.
I've always hated crowds.
I'll just start with, 1, 2, 4. Something playable. Excellent. Using this up so I can plus Liliana here. And get more damage in on their face instead. Mecha Lily. It's me, a very regular Liliana. Come on. Just play another sliver. You can do it, Hyde. I know you can. Just one. Just once. Wouldn't it be nice to play a sliver? Wouldn't it be nice to have a Massacre with a Massacre girl? Don't you like girl? Wandering Emperors? Anything? Here, I'll help them flood out less. Did they keep a 5-land hand? Yeah, I mean, I wonder if it was lands, and it wouldn't have been Paradise Druid because they didn't play it on turn 2. They played it on turn 3, so they must have drawn it. At least I think they put it on 3. Okay, they'll get a land, they'll play the first sliver, they'll cascade, and they'll reveal so many slivers! It'll all be slivers. I'm gonna choose to believe in my own delusion that it was a sliver deck. GG. Anzrag the Quake Mole. You block them, they take an extra combat. I do have some nice removal here, but a lot of their deck is going to be making Anzrag indestructible, which is actually fine, because Massacre Girl has Wither, and gives everything else Wither, which means that this will shrink. We block it, it gets smaller, and smaller, and smaller, and smaller, and smaller. So it's not an issue at all. Paradise Druid does not die to a Bitter Triumph because of that hexproof. Just Pop down these orcish bowmasters here. We'll just bring out Anne's rag. The holy moly. Ooh, it's a goblini! This goblin gives them a good discount. Any red or green spells will cost less. Behold, a girl. I'll attack in with the bowmasters because I don't think they have any interest in blocking. 5 mana now. Ansrack. Just out here like, oh my god, Massacre Worm. Massacre Worm with Massacre Girl. I imagine she likes to ride around on the Massacre Worm. Like one of these got left behind after the invasion. And she's like, yeah! Ooh, Goldspan Dragon. Okay, so like... yeah. Does it only accelerate it by, like, a turn? Yes. But I really wanted it. So it's worth it. Why doesn't Bowmaster do the damage make a thing? Because it's the nerfed version of the Bowmaster that only triggers on the draw and not on enter the battlefield. They have tons and tons of mana because each of these is tapping for 2. Ooh, it's an Atali! Let's go. All right, what do you steal? What do you steal? From them, a Llanowar Elf, and from me, Invasion of Innistrad. Sweet. Chaldred and the Blood Artist. Goodbye, Llanowar Elf. You are, not exactly a huge threat, but it's still good to get off the battlefield here. We're gonna leave this back. They have 3 cards in graveyard, by the way. I am nowhere near the Chaldred flip. Yeah, there's lots of things that they'll, like, change about cards in Arena. Oh. Alright, I don't have Massacre Girl out. I guess I could have hit their face. I did it out of spite, then. Definitely. I wonder if they have Indestructible here. Or a Bolt or a Shock. Let's give them the choice here. Worm or Childred. They have 3 mana up. That treasure. Yeah, this is... when they change a card that gets played in every other format it's legal in, it gets really weird because of how easy it is to forget it. Atali's in our graveyard. They can't bring it back unless they have a regrowth effect. Rising in the Day! Nice! Give an Andrag haste! Hello, yes, one girl, please. Yes, one girl. Nice Lelia. She already has haste, but she gets more haste. Oh, they drew a card. Skidamarinky Shrinky Shrink the Dragon. I have to block this with everything. They will get multiple attacks. Hopefully they can't also make it indestructible. Well, I don't have to block it with everything, but I am going to block it with a lot here. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We are going to block... Excuse me? These... I'm like a little worried if they have more removal. They're gonna get the extra attack step. So shrink it for the second one. Mm-hmm. And now Wither will do its thing. We will get to draw a card. Also, all this is gonna happen. Bloop, 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 bloop. Nice. Flip that over, get the zombies. Good plan. Indestructible would not have saved them, but there are some things that would have done a lot. Alright, so we're gonna take this damage. Yeah, indestructible doesn't matter because of Wither, but there are other ways to save it that are, I will say, adjacent here, like destroying the Massacre Girdle before this using Burn, or just giving it slightly more power. They have some life gain potential now with the Shadow Spear. Deluge of the Dead gives them some graveyard hate. They do have enough mana to activate that. They bring out Ansrag here. Dead. Because of the haste. And the fact that it will deal lethal damage to us. Blocked or unblocked. So let's just see if we can draw anything cool.
Let us march into battle and make new
We'll also, lose some life, or, they'll lose some life, we'll gain some life. Ben the Bear, thank you for the 16 months. Yes, you can tell when something's rebalanced because of the A on it. If it has the same name as a card in paper. They have lethal here. We'll see if they see it. I don't think it's that hard to see. Involves one big mole. And the fear of the spear, or just like attacking. Yes, you can do that. Okay, questing beast. Yep, that's another way to get lethal just by having a lot of guys. And we don't block. Why does Blood Artist have that arena tag when it reads the same as paper version? Because it doesn't. Blood Artist here automatically targets your opponent instead of a player Yeah, it's to stop you from having to select yourself. A GG, Ansrag. Atraxa Praetor's Voice. This Atraxa is the proliferating Atraxa, good with Planeswalkers, Poison, +1/+1, and anything else that can be proliferated. She's also like a 4-mana flyer that has Flying, Vigilance, Death Touch, Lifelink, which makes her very, very difficult to deal with. Blue. Green. I mean, I could go for, like, the early girl. What I'd really like to do? I'd like to get down the Dread Presence early. I think that would be fun. Oh, no, they missed the land drop! But they were also holding a counter spell, so alright, I guess that's why they kept the hand. Sure. Did you get a land? They're exploring! Sorry, man. I can't help you. So let me see what you do have. Why did you keep this hand? Was it just for the tail's end? I've been there. Listen, I've been there. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Yep. Really, dude? Really? Look, you found a land! Get that cornucopia down! Into a dress. It's a very disappointing dress, I'm very sorry to say. I don't have anything for you. Chapter 2! So there's a card I put into this deck because I kept running into Planeswalker decks, and it's called Thought Distortion. It's an uncounterable way to get rid of all of the non-creatures, non-lands, in your opponent's hand. Sometimes you just gotta do it. It's the right move. Hey. Listen, you're in a Atraxa combo deck? I saw that Emergent Ultimatum! You refund your own mana cost. I know what's up. Oh, cool. I have an evolution sage. Whoa, I have an evolution sage? Yo, that's awesome! As it was foretold. Well, they can cast spells for free from their hand. All the spells they don't have. We're going to play Dread Presence here. Swamp. We are ordering this correctly. Good, okay. 2 damage to Atraxa. And then we're going to proliferate the -1/-1 counter. So now Atraxa is, in fact, baby. Boop. She's just a little guy.
Yeah, die.
Aww, Atraxa. More devotion for the devotion gods. I'll just kill her now. We draw a card. They'll be able to replay her, but we'll get a swing in. Bips. Boop, 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 boop. Oh wait, it's lethal. Literally exact lethal. Yeah! Thought Distortion! Valky, God of Lies. Exiles a creature from your hand and can become a copy of it. This hand is weird, but it can kill Valky, so I guess that's good. This could just be a Rakdos control deck looking to actually cast Tibble. It could be a discard deck attacking our hand, becoming copies of things. I really don't know what to expect from Valky other than becoming copies of cards. Or exiling cards and stealing them. It could be Rakdos Crime. Imagine the crime. I don't even have creatures in my hand. I'm just sitting here like a ding-dong. May as well ramp. Would I pay for a life to draw a card? Yeah, I would. Just Rakdos control. Yeah, that's what I'm expecting from them. Guess what? I can be a control deck too. Watch this. I have a Davriel, so broken. I'm going to -2, blah, 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 blah. Ooh, yes. Spells I cast cost black less. That's what I pretty much always want. Exile 2 cards from my hand. Lose 1 life for each creature I control. Okay, I don't go that wide, so that's totally fine. We're going to spend 1 mana, which is 2 life, to attack our opponent's hand. They should really change this card. That was a spot-on Davriel impression. Discard, discard, discard. Kill him. Yeah, there we go. Okay, and Electro Dominance. Are you cheating out any spells? No. Okay. Liliana and a plus. Listen, I don't have anything to massacre until you play a creature. Phyrexian Scriptures. So this will destroy all non-artifact creatures. That's cool, that's cool. I can ult my Liliana next turn. Yeah! Yorion Sky Nomad. It's the big old bird serpent that blinks all your permanents, or whichever permanents you want to be blinking. Lets you, say, flicker your exile so you can get it back into play and exile something new. Lets you get your card draw creatures, drawing you another card. Lots of good things you can do here. I was hoping that they would play a little thing so I could kill it with the virtue of persistence. They did not. Let's bring out the Shakedown Heavy. Oh, wow. Okay, we're gonna get 6 life out of that. But they are just straight up removing the Shakedown Heavy. They do not want to deal with that. And that's fair. Let's play Sheoldred. Another card nobody wants to deal with. I'm gonna guess it gets countered. Gale's End. That would have hit our countered, that would have countered our commander as well. So next up, we got Castle Locktwain into Massacre Girl. You got any, like, blinkable permanents, or are you just playing counter spells and, removal? You know what? What do you have? I see. They were sitting on Mightstone and Weakstone, Patriots for Humiliation, Cyclonic Rift, Karn. Karn? I understand this. This is blinkable. I understand this. I don't really get that in this deck. Why Karn? Before they can ephemerate it. Alright, I don't have enough mana for that. I guess I should have played the Blood Artist first. That's fine. Karn is just artifact hate? I guess. Huh. This can flash out. Thankfully, they don't have anything in their graveyard right now. Wait, you don't want to just, like, play this to have a 2/2? Okay, cast out, exiling Massacre Girl. No, she lives there now. Alright, what kind of critters we got? Sheoldred. That's a good critter. I know the Massacre Girl? Yeah. And sometimes, you know, she finds herself in some really weird situations. Hello, would you like to change what you have in exile? Asking for a friend. So now we have, like, just a beautiful bundle of Phyrexians. And then this vampire is just like, alright, hold still while I paint you. Loran can destroy the virtue of persistence. No, attack me. It is so tempting to activate Gix. And Nykthos? I know we have so much devotion. Where's Gary? Where's my gray merchant? That would be so good here. I think they should swap the Obliterator, maybe. Okay, so they want to destroy my Cold Steel Heart. I can't! Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3. I could kill everybody and draw a bunch of cards. Using the power of girl. Hey, does anybody here want to go into witness protection? Am I gonna make a legitimate business cat? No, I think we're gonna have a massacre cat. Hey, Gix is back! Aw, other Shelly goes to jail this time. Yes, destroy your own cast out. If they don't have any more instants or sorceries, Cyber Siphoner can now bring back that Ephemerate. It is an instant speed, because this has flash. The Cyber Siphoner coming into play, grabbing that Ephemerate so they can use it for some blocking tricks. Oh wow, the Obliterator is just like... They're just juggling my creatures around. For reals? Not for fake? This has trample, so like... Mm-hmm. It's musical chairs. Listen, I'm gonna draw a lot of cards here. And I think Girl will win us the game. And I'm really looking forward to it. It's not time to duel, it's time to die. Let's go! Everybody gets a piece! Ugh. What a beautiful sound. Oh, wait, but he dies first. Doesn't matter. It's really fun. Draw more cards. Game Urian. Proxa, Titan of Death's Hunger. This is a discard commander that can be escaped and can attack for a lot of damage. We do have a little bit of exile here. Ooh, Dragon's Rage Channeler. That's a great way to fill up the graveyard. I can only dream that they will wait to crack this open until I can get this Bowmasters down. Well, if they do it now, it will happen at the start of their next turn. Oh, hey. Oh, there's nothing wrong with most of the ultimatum cards. It's just Emergent Ultimatum. What's up? Aw. Okay. If they do this now, I can't play a land and play this before they get to draw the card. Also, I love Dragon's Rage Channelers almost ready to go. Aw, I have a Gary? I love a good Gary. If Emergent Ultimatum tutored for two cards and let you cast one, it would be much more fair. There's very few one single spell that wins the game. Are you sure you want that Village Rites? You sure? Lets me get a good ping in. So normally this would, by the way, just ping on enter the battlefield. It's a nerf version. We do it here, and we wait for that card draw to happen. Why is Dragon Rage Channeler nerfed? Because she was seeing so much play in Historic, I want to say. That they felt the need to reduce her power a little bit. Or her toughness, I guess. Not her power, her toughness. They nerfed it so she would die to Bowmasters. Mm-hmm. Nice! Gix is a great follow-up since it will give us more cards after we had to discard a bunch here. Boop. Boop. Ooh, and with a Shuldred to follow up. By the way, they do have enough cards in Graveyard to escape Kroxa. They just need another mana. One more red or black, just like that. Bonecrusher Giant on the Bowmasters, not going for the escape. Yuri! Oh, hi, Yuri. Yuri deals damage based on his power. So, you know, we can just make him have 0 power. Gonna bring out the girl. They're not gonna block. Well, they shouldn't block. Let me draw some cards. Boop. Boop. So many cards. So little time. There is a Lily on it that gives like -2, -1 until end of turn. She could be a fun with Massacre Girl. Bonecrusher Giant. Nice. Yeah, this Gix is really fun in mono black decks. I feel like it really encourages you to play more creatures and attack with more creatures, which is just the sad lack of people attacking with creatures. People gotta do it more. Ooh, I guess I could have played the Lily first. Yes, deal -3 damage to any target. I was thinking I might draw something real fun, though. The Shuldred Gix combo. Once we make way.
And for once, it's not my fault.
Gaining life, losing life, gaining life, losing life. More sacrifice. So it looks like this Kroxa deck, by the way, is mostly actually built as a sacrifice deck rather than as a discard deck, which is very legit. I feel that because Kroxa has its, like, you can sacrifice me in response to my own sacrifice ability, there's so much good stuff that you can be doing there. Blood on the Snow, taking those out, bringing back... How much snow? They had 3 snow, so Bonecrusher Giant is the biggest. They could have also done Croxa, but making me discard is not going to do that much here. Making you discard, however. What you got?
You won't be outsmarting me.
I've got exactly 5 mana, and I'll use it for this Sheoldred, one of the best mono black cards they've introduced as of late. She does so much. She flippy, she destroy, she mass reanimate. I keep putting this in here. Also, notably, Sheoldred forces this Edict effect, which is really, really nice against Planeswalkers, and one of the things I hate the most, which is Narcissist. Hexproof creatures. Every Sheoldred's busted. You know, I remember when Sheoldred Whispering One was one of those, like, dreaded cards that I was scared of, and now it's just like... doesn't even do anything right away. You can just kill it. This doesn't do anything right away, but it's, you know, only 4 mana. They have killed us with the power of monkeys! Oh, wait. We have Despair Lethal.
Sorry, I've always hated it.
Hit him with the Danganronpa. Let's go! GG, Croxa. The first sliver! But is it the first sliver, or is it the first and only sliver? Probably that. It's probably a 5-color good stuff deck that has a 7/7 commander for 5 mana that also cascades into another spell for free. Let's see, what do we have? We got turn 2 Ramp, turn 3 Massacre Girl or Gix. Doesn't seem terrible to me, so we're gonna keep this hand and try and get out some goods. I also have a Cemetery Desecrator, which can be used as some nice graveyard hate and removal all at the same time. Looking good, looking good. Please be slivers. I don't know, I feel like I run into slivers just very, very infrequently. I wish I ran into more slivers. But everybody is just kind of lame and doesn't feel like playing this awesome creature type. It feels so incredible, by the way, when you're playing a first sliver deck and you actually do get to, like, spit out all of the cards. It's so awesome feeling. Let's see what we can draw here. Murderous Rider. First sliver cascades into Black Market Connections. I mean, this makes slivers. It does genuinely make slivers. See, they could still be a sliver deck. The One Ring, it was cast. It gives them protection until next turn. That means I can't deal damage to them. I can still deal damage to, like, the first sliver, though. I'm gonna put full control mode on here. Don't you wanna block? Don't you wanna block? Oh, I should have played Yawgmoth first so I could sacrifice it. Do you think they'll pay the 6? I don't know. Right now, we've clearly broken their mind with the ability of a zombie to attack in. I don't care if I can't do damage. Fight me. I'm murdering you. Hello? Yeah! Boop! Alright, let's go ahead and destroy the Ornithoptero Paradise. Play the Murderous Rider, and I might use this Bitter Triumph, but I'm in no rush. Wow, they didn't pay the 6. They paid the 1. No. You're supposed to pay 6. You just planning on wiping the board? You got a Day Judgment in hand? My girl is very disappointed in you if you do. My turn. I will pay 3 life to kill the first sliver so they have no blockers. What's going on? Killing my girl. She just wants to do a little murder. No, they're killing Gix so I don't draw as many cards. It's okay. I can still draw some cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm trying for it to not use this Nykthos yet. Because I can still activate Nykthos post-combat. Yeah, I know. You can draw a card off the 1 ring. It's a little massacre between friends. Right! What's a little massacre between friends? Put on full control mode, because I'm planning on sacrificing the zombie after it's dealt damage, because that is a thing we are allowed to do. Let me in! Are you going to draw a card or not? Okay, there we go. We are going to pay 1 life, targeting nothing, sacrificing the zombie so we can draw a card. And the card we draw is... First sliver. Loading. Loading. A little bit of a taste of their own medicine here, huh? I got a 1 ring, you's got a 1 ring, we all got 1 rings here. Thinking. At this point, this is just roping. They're probably upset they didn't get more lands, but they also didn't try to draw more lands. The timer is just way too long in these games. Y'all, don't rope. Please. At least I've got some really good coffee to drink. Really good coffee. Yep. That's a rope. Oh, look! We got priority back! Isn't that nice? Okay, so we, let them take their game actions here. Let's see if the roping continues. Do you pay the 6, the 1, the 3, the 5? The 4? Okay. The 2? Come on. And look at that, we won! No thanks to our opponent wasting our time. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Brawl Stars. I hope you liked this Causing a Massacre with Massacre Girl. If you are playing this deck and you mash up against more creature-based deck, please take out some of this Planeswalker hate, because I do hate Planeswalkers. But if you're matching up against creature decks, well then Massacre Girl can carry her own. You can put in lots of really great black creatures, so you can just swing in and threaten getting a little bit of -X from that Wither. I think Massacre Girl is pretty dang fun, and while her ability is not necessarily that good with the stuff that we have in Arena, it's still interesting and plays nicely just on her own with flat cards, and also any other card that has Massacre in it. Love the cause of Massacre with the Massacre Girl. If you're looking for the deck list, it is in the description of the video. If you're looking for my stream, twitch.tv/Amazonian is where I play almost every single day. And if there is a commander you would like to see, please let me know. This one, like most of our other recent decks, was a request for a new commander build for Massacre Girl. Some of the other ones include, we're looking to build Aurelia soon, Lonus, maybe Nashi, Samut. I also got requests for Dina, Yarick, Alayla, Tazri with a Zerta companion, Koth, Rafine, and even more. There are so many decks that people would like to see built. I'll try to get to them all eventually, but it's just so many ding-dang cards right now. That's not even accounting for the ones that aren't coming to Arena. Unfortunately, for anybody who is like, Amy, will you build the Fallout commanders in Arena? They're not coming to Arena. I'm sorry. At least as far as I know, they're not coming to Arena. Thank you so much for watching, and have a brawlful day.